What's up, guys? Thought I'd tell you the top 5 pros to getting stationed in Great Lakes, since everyone seems to not want to be stationed there. Have the backdrops, definitely not to take away from lens glare on the screens, but let's get in the video. Do want to note out my social media is in the description down below if you want to follow me on Instagram or Snapchat. Also 6 p.m. California time, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube. If you want to join, hang out, what have you, hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Something's weird with the sub boxes, so you might not get told unless you hit that notification bell. So this applies to staff and student, RDC, which is a drill instructor, A school students, C school students, the corpsman that gets stationed up there, what have you. Number one is the life, the nightlife out there, right? You can get on a trolley or train and get in a car, 30-minute ride to Chicago, and downtown it's crazy at night. One, if you're going during winter, it looks beautiful. They have this huge tree, ice skating rinks, what have you. The sports life in the pubs are crazy. Blackhawks, Cubs, Bulls, Bears. Bears are always losing, but the Bears. In the food, you don't have to go downtown for food, because down the street in Gurney Mills is a Portillo's, and then my all-time favorite is literally on the same street as boot camp. You go past the hospital a little bit, you take a right, and it's behind a gas station. It kind of looks like a purple white shack behind the gas station. If you're stationed in Great Lakes right now, do me a favor, go down that main road past boot camp, past the hospital. When you take a right on that main street behind that gas station, check it out. It is the best shit I've ever had in my life. My wife and I, every time we go home to visit family in Illinois, we have to stop there. It's so good. Chicago food, very nice. Second is schooling. This isn't gonna apply so much to A school students as you're already in school focusing on it, but hey, if you wanna be a hard charger and pay for your own school out in town, go ahead. If you're staff, they'll pay for you to go to school. And the cool thing about this is, especially if you're a corpsman, you normally have set shifts, right? So say you're at Red Rover and you start work at 4 and you get off at noon. You then have the rest of the day to go to class. And here, you can go to class in person. Me and all my buddies took classes in person. It was kind of like a thing we did as a shop. Not really as a shop, just a lot of people, everyone's taking school while you're there. And the best thing about this, here I can't go in person. There, literally I would sit down and it was almost like I was a civilian again. Except I'll actually get in trouble if I don't pass the class, because they're paying for you to go to the class. But besides that, I'm like a civilian for those like 2 hours. So getting your degree there shouldn't be a problem. The third is gyms and fitness on base. It is crazy the amount of gyms they have there. If you're stationed at Red Rover, they have this little lifting thing in an outdoor gym, free to use, that sometimes the recruits use. If you're in Tranquility, they have Freedom Hall, which is where the recruits do their PFA, but there's an outdoor section for the staff members with the gym. Normally, you know, the RDCs go there during their break, but you can play, you know, full court basketball, volleyball, whatever. On the main side, with A school and the C schools and whatnot, you have three gyms, an outdoor gym, like hit center type thing, and the ocean you can actually swim in, which has pull-up bars. The first gym, I think it's building 4, huge basketball courts, rock climbing wall, lifting, track inside, everything, right? Next gym, I think it's called the Loft, and it's more packed with A schoolers, but you just tons of nice new lifting equipment, and they do classes like spin classes and whatnot. And the fourth one has the pool, more indoor basketball courts and lifting shit, and of course the outdoor track where the SEALs, well, the prep SEALs are training, and they have the rope climbs and what have you. But the gyms there are awesome. You don't pay for them because you're in the military. Like seriously, state-of-the-art gyms. That was probably like one of my biggest pet peeves as a civilian, is showing up to like LA Fitness and they don't have tricep pull downs because someone just picks it up and puts it in their fucking gym bag. Now this video started as like a top 5 and now I'm just wanting to fight people at LA Fitness. But 4 is diversity. So you're gonna meet so many different people. When I lived in the barracks, literally I was like down the hall from like drill instructors that I've seen while I was at boot camp. You're gonna meet all these different, you know, types of jobs. If you're in A school, if you're a staff member, you're not gonna really meet the A schoolers. But I gotta see a lot of faces because I was a corpsman there at the clinic, so I would give shots to all the A schoolers. at most interactions, someone would be like, oh, you're that dude from YouTube. And I'm like, what's up? Now, I'd never answer that. I'd be like, and do my own shit. But so many different walks of life about to come through. And especially because out of, you know, like San Diego or Virginia, they're super military towns. Like you go out in town, you're bound to find military. You go out in Gurney, kind of unlikely you're gonna find military people there, because the mass population of military people that are in Great Lakes aren't actually staff members, so they don't have cars, so you're not really gonna run into them much unless you're at the Gurney Mills Mall on a weekend because then they're all walking around their NSUs. And then 5th, this is specifically to corpsmen. I don't want to give this any last tip, just biased towards corpsmen. I don't know if it's going to apply to you so much, but if you're a corpsman getting stationed there at the hospital and everyone gets orders to out of course school and they're like, oh, I got Great Lakes. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I swear to God, it is so easy to stand out in that place. People get there and they just get defeated, man. They don't do anything but their job. They go back to their barracks and they play Call of Duty till the next day, which is fine, dude. I play Call of Duty too. I like doing that, but it's so easy to stand out when everyone that's working around you is like defeated and doesn't care. So go out of your way, volunteer, go out of your way, get to school, like I said. You could walk out of there with a map, easy. I got mapped like my 1st or 2nd year in the Navy, right? Depending on the advancement results next week, I might be an HM2 within 3 years, which I know some people are like, oh, I'm an FC, I get that out of corps school. Well, corpsmen, you normally don't get HM2 till like your 2nd enlistment at least. And that is because of Great Lakes. So if you get orders there, don't worry. As long as you do just a little bit more, you don't even have to go out of your way. I really didn't even bother me. I didn't go out of my way much, and back-to-back EPs, because every duty station is what you make of it. You're not always gonna get California, you're not always gonna get Hawaii. So at least be good at your job somewhere, right?